I'm Palmer Sapp of the Dawson County Tigers, and this is BLITZ.
Welcome to BLITZ. I'm Brian Carter here at Dawson County High School. First-year baseball coach Dwayne Sapp. Dwayne, really appreciate your time, and congratulations on the success you've had so far.
Well, thank you. We've been very fortunate so far this year and played well early in the year, and I'm really proud of our guys and how well they've done early.
Now, talk about your, for those who don't know, where you came from, what your baseball background is, and any hurdles that you had to overcome early taking over a program like Dawson.
Well, this is my 21st year as a head coach, and I've been around baseball for about 25, 26 years. And coming from North Oconee, I was there the last 11 years, and I've been at Washington Wilkes, Washington County, and some other schools. So I'm not new to it, but I am new to this area. And most of the programs I've been at, we were either a first-year start like North Oconee, opened the doors, or either there was a turnover in coaching, and maybe the change was needed, but for whatever reason. And coming here, the biggest part of turning around a program sometimes is just maybe sometimes a new face, a new voice, something like that. I have my own way I like to do things, and a lot of it's very simple, but I want to be very good at what we do and try not to do too much, and just try to put kids in positions where they can succeed, making sure you understand their ability, and then finding the niche where to stick them in where they can be successful.
And you guys have had that success so far, as we mentioned, 10-2 overall, 4-0 in region play is phenomenal for any first-year coach to step in and have that level of success, especially seeing that this is a 9-win team from just a year ago. I know that's maybe not something that you would expect anything less, a guy like you who's been around the game for so long, but I'm sure that these guys are probably playing a little bit better than you thought they might.
Well, early we scrimmaged, and going through the preseason workouts, you really weren't sure what you were going to have. Not being able to see them, and of course not playing them in region play or anything, so you really didn't know that much. But like I said, I am familiar with the area. I'm familiar with people up here. We have played Dawson County before when I was at North Oconee, so we actually played them for the region championship in 07 at our place, and we beat them there. And we actually won a region championship here in 08, beating Fannin. So playing some of the guys, you kind of knew sort of the area a little bit, and the kids, but expectations were going to be the same here, no matter if I was at North Oconee, UGA, or anywhere else. It's to win. And the thing that I had to do was just learn personalities more than anything. They had to learn a little bit about me, and I have to learn a little bit about them, and the growing pains. And we've had some growing pains back and forth a little bit. But I think now we're all in a good direction. I understand the kids really well. They're now being placed more into roles, and it's been difficult. There's a kid who may have been a starter last year, maybe a role player this year. So, in my career of doing this, I keep telling them, the team comes first. The individual accolades will come as you have success. Sure. So, if you're looking for the local paper and those kind of things, you're going to get some success and some things, and things like you guys that are coming out today and talking to a couple of players, or national, state, and other recognition comes by doing well. And I'm surprised a little bit by the success we've had, but then again, I'm not. You expected us. This is a team that's a year older. They did graduate a good bit of seniors, and several have went off to play college, but you also had a good core group here, and you've had a couple of move-ins from different schools that have helped out, and it's been a growing experience, and we're still learning. It's early. I know it's 10-2 on the season and 4-0 in the region, but we're just now hitting the heart of region play, and it's going to be hard to go unscathed. So I know we've got a long way to go. With there's 18 region games and we're only 4 in, so tough road still.
Oh, yeah, and looming on that schedule is none other than Franklin County. That's a team I'm still really trying to get my head around. Why are they 14-0, and why are they 7-0 in region play? What is it? Do you know much about them yet? Is there anything you feel like that Dawson can give them that nobody else has been able to so far?
Well, if you look at their scores, and I've seen them play, offensively they can score, and they do have 3 good pitchers they put on the mound. What they have probably is a little more depth than everybody else. If you look at their team offensively, 1 through 9, they're pretty solid. And if you look at their pitching on the mound, 1 through 3, they probably have a little bit of an edge and a little bit of a leg up on everybody else. Everybody's got 1 good pitcher, or maybe 2 solid ones. But to get to that third guy, and being at the last school I was at, I just outpitched everybody. I hated you hate to say that, but I just had more arms than everybody else. So in the long haul of a season, sore arms and all that, when I could continuously run fresh guys out there, I had an advantage. Being here, we do have a number of guys. We've pitched 9 guys so far this year. There are 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are getting the bulk, but we've had 9 guys get on the mound. And I think in the long haul of a season, that'll come to play in our advantage. There are other teams in our region that probably can only roll 2 guys out there, and when they get past 2, they're in trouble. So, as far as a 3-game series with Franklin, how do I feel? I feel pretty comfortable offensively. I feel like we can swing it with them. On the mound, I think we can match up fairly well. They do have a little bit of advantage. They have a couple of really strong guys, but you never know what can happen. Injuries, anything can happen. You just hit a kid really hard. Sometimes some teams just don't match up well. And you watch teams play, and no matter what, it's no different than the Golden State Warriors and the Spurs or 2 football teams. Just sometimes somebody has your number, and I think we'll be excited about next week. Now, I don't want to look forward. We still got 2 tough games today, and anything can happen today. But if we can go through today and finish undefeated going into next week's series with both of us being undefeated, it should be an exciting series, and we're just hoping we can we can match up with them.
Yeah, and you've had a 9-game win streak already this season. Right now, it would seem like everything's firing on all cylinders. 39 runs, I believe, over the last 4 games, and that you've scored, and I think you've allowed something in the neighborhood of 9 or 10 runs over the last 5 games. What is it like for you as a coach when everything's firing on all cylinders?
Well, it's exciting because you got a chance to win, and that's the big thing. And right now our pitching has been holding up pretty well. Since we've hit region play, I think we've given up just 6 runs in 4 games. If you're going to do that, you're going to win a lot of games. Hopefully today it'll continue. We can keep putting guys on the mound and throw strikes. And, you don't have to have all the big velocity guys, but you got to have guys on the mound that will throw strikes and change speeds, and they'll give you a chance. And that's all you want. And if you can swing it a little bit offensively, and fortunately when we got 9 guys in the lineup that swing it fairly well, of course you can have your ebb and flow of the whole season, but I feel pretty comfortable about the 9 guys we run out there, and we got a couple of guys in here that spot play here and there, and it does make you feel well as a coach when the kid on the mound's going to throw strikes, and the 9 guys in the lineup are 9 hard outs. There's hopefully no weak spots throughout the lineup, and that's what you do as a coach is you try to make sure you put them all in a situation, whether it's they can hit 1 or they can hit 9, that they can just have success, and that's a big part of it is reading your kids and knowing how to manipulate them and put them in the right situation.
Now, what can you say about what it would mean for this program, being that you step in the first year? These guys haven't been to the state playoffs since 2013, so some of the seniors have maybe seen this in the program when they were freshmen, but how big is it in this first year? You've already got the guys to buy in. You're having this success. How big would that be to make state?
Well, I think it would be big for the community also. Right now I think we're currently ranked 8th by one poll and 6th in another poll, and that hasn't happened here since I heard 2002. So that's another thing that you just put on the checklist. Hey, we're ranked statewide. You're getting state recognition through not just through local media and things like that, but through other coaches in the area that I know, or other coaches throughout the state are sending me texts. I know a coach that's from here that's at another school has already said, hey, we're proud of Dawson County. What's going on there? And I told him from the get-go, I've been doing this 21 years. I've been in the state playoffs 20. It's a lot of fun to be in the state playoffs every year. Every year I was at North Oconee for 11 years. We were in the state playoffs, and when you can make deep runs and things like that, I said the playoffs are exciting, and it's a lot of fun. And early in the year we played a team that was a state playoff team caliber every year, and that was sort of a playoff atmosphere. I said so it's different. It's a different animal when you get into playoffs. Pitching really starts to stand out more. If you don't have it, you're going to get run out pretty quick. If you do have it, you could go deep. So no different than Major League Baseball. If you got the pitching, you're going to win games. So that was a big part when I got here, was to just say, hey guys, I've been there, kind of done that, and if we'll do these things, we'll have a shot. And that's what I want every year, is just to have a shot to get in. And I think they're excited about it. They can sort of start seeing it now that things that we've been working on are starting to work. And I just feel like if they'll show up, do the work, and prepare themselves, we'll be fine.
Sounds like they bought in, and this is just the tip of the iceberg. And again, thank you so much for your time. Congrats on a great start, and we look for much more success to come. And I'm so excited to see you here and know that this team has a chance to make it to the playoffs every year.
Well, thank you, and we appreciate you coming out and spotlighting our guys and spotlighting our program a little bit. But hopefully, this is just the tip of the iceberg, like I said, and we can start getting on a nice little roll here, and maybe Dawson can get known for baseball as well as auto racing.
Yeah, let's get everybody out here to come support the Tigers. Check out our interview if you didn't already with Palmer, Sapp, and Tucker Maxwell also here on Blitz.